good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Pull up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro at full throttle. Now we in the Mecca bottle, neck about a 30-second intersection. Look across the intersection where the bomb we see surround flexing. In the city we post up at sticky note. You can smell the icky nail and hickory smoke. It's KRT folks and we well represented. We on that Knicks shit, you can smell it, so please don't step in it. Knicks about to open up a candle of bath. The burner cooking with gas. Big cat and alley digging through the deep track. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash if I can splash. But the food moving too slow before the pregame show. So here was on tap with the starting 5 on the entry for key matchup with a slew of facts. But salute to the fam in the chat when the rack with your man them. The brand in front of the camera there's a picture. Caps and snap back to the cap. We think dripping. This real talk, you know we from the description. It's the OG, older than Ananobi, who colder than me and my man Brody. Showing Adobe on the low, we be on your fire keeper, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. Real talk. Yo, salute everyone. What's good? What's good? What's good? We are in the building, the pregame show. Divine, Shy Powers, Knicks Real Talk of Nowhere. That's what it is for the day, man. Let's get it popping. We're gonna talk about this Knicks and Pelican game. Salute to everybody out there, man. I hope y'all having a great Sunday, man. Y'all had doing your thing, man. Coming off that Thanksgiving holiday. So salute to all you guys, man. I hope y'all doing well today. First and foremost, salute to the chat. That's where it's at. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. But let me bring my brother in here, man, my partner, the other half of this engine that keep this thing running, man. Shy Powers, what's good, my brother?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Salute to the chat. We got Old Head in the building. Old Head, what's poppin'? Darlene, sister, what's going on? Appreciate you coming here. Nostalgic, my man, what's going on with you? Hope everybody having a great Sunday. We about to get in here and talk about this Pelican thing and all this good stuff, man. And Knicks finally back in the confines of their own place. Get to have some home cooking and all that good stuff. They lay down their Dorothy shit, man. Ain't no place like home. That's where they at right now. And I think that's where they need to be at. 10-day, 11-day road trip. 3-2 coming off the road trip. Now they get to come to MSG for 4 games, ladies and gentlemen. And get some wins under the belt and hopefully get a little distance on everything, because everything is starting to bottleneck in the Eastern Conference now. Everybody's starting to get tight. Miami and Milwaukee, them right 1 game behind us. So it's starting to really go down. A lot of the creme de la creme starting to rise to the top. The cream of that crop starting to rise up. So we got to get on our A game, and we got to do the same. It's time for us to get and rise up to the top. We at that 20-game mark now. So we should be locked in for as individual players knowing how to get down with each other. I think that shouldn't be an issue after this. So Shy Power, now it's like really that first quarter of the season. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all look out for tomorrow. We're going to be in the building with the post game and the first quarter review. Y'all look for your boys, man, tomorrow. There you go right there. Look for the thumbnail tomorrow. Knicks Real Talk. We on our Knicks shit tomorrow. First quarter season review. We live, we lit. We going to be in here. We going to get it popping. And we just going to talk about everything, break down the whole first quarter, what the players did this year so far, where your mindset is at, and all that good stuff. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, Chop House. But back to this game. This should be an interesting one. This is a very, very, what you said earlier, a trap game. This is a trap game, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll talk about that when we get to Whistle on Tap. But this is gonna be a good game to Shop Power. First to be at MSG, and they get to hear their fans and they guys get their fan base get a pop and all that, the energy behind them. Not hearing that for 11 days, I know they're gonna feel good today, getting into that arena today.
Yeah, the one big thing about this game is back home. They had a game to relax. I mean, they had a day to relax, to come in, and be at home. And the one thing that I know, no matter what type of Knicks fan you are or how you feel about the Knicks, when you're in that garden, it is electrifying and it could boost your game. And I'm hoping tonight, even with all the stipulations that's going on with the Pelicans, I hope that could boost our game tonight and elevate us into a win.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's why I could have said it better myself, man. Yeah, I know they're ready to get there and get down, man. This is a big homestand for us, ladies and gentlemen. This is a really big homestand for us. Not only that, we right there in the Eastern Conference at 4, but Miami 9-8. We 11-8. Milwaukee now on a 6-game winning streak. They 10-9. So, I mean, everybody's starting to get back into their formula. And, like I said, there's going to be a lot of teams we expect to be there. And I think it's important that we take this homestand very seriously, go in there and try to get this thing out the way today, and try to go in there Tuesday and try to take the Orlando Magic down in the Garden. We really need to get our ADT system going now, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get and secure our home court, man, and lock down our confines and make sure we got all our alarm systems popping this for a game, because we're going to need it. And I think this would be a good chance for the Knicks really, really to get a little separation, from some teams, and also get some of the players back. Obviously, President Chua going to be back, if not Tuesday, Wednesday, one of them days. I'm hoping he get back on his homestand, but hopefully I'd love to see a Tuesday shot power. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got to be locked in for the next couple of days. But like I said, let me shout out the chat. Will the Thrill was good. Will, my man, is in the building. Decade and PREVEIW, you already know my man D was popping with you. Salute to everybody, man. Shot power just. Now I'm ready to see them get a popping today. They got a tough team coming up, though they decimated. And we get into like I said, we get into that with on tap, but that's a decimated team over there as well. I mean, they are literally decimated. That's just crazy, but they still got some guys in there who can play, just like the Charlotte Hornets. I don't care who there, who not there. They're in the NBA, so you can't take it for granted. They got some guys there who can really get down. Some savvy veterans. C.J. McCullough gonna play today. Troy Murphy III to play today. So, we can't take them for granted, but we got to go in there and also let them know that what we have on our side of the court, too. We got some pretty good players on our team, and we got to go in there and let them know it's going to be one of them games today. So it ain't going to be an easy game, but I know our team going to come out there. You're going to see a whole different Knicks team, ladies and gentlemen, after being on the road for 11 days, 5 games on the road. Now they could be in their spot. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a different Knicks team today. Let's hope they can come with a lot of energy, intensity, shot powers, and turn it up for the fan base, turn it up for the fan base in New York, and we talk about it. You know what I mean? And so I'm really excited about this game today, man, for a lot of reasons. Because like I said, we talked about it in the show the other day, man. I can't understand why it's all right to critique our team, but some of the shit I'm hearing these guys and ladies and gents and fans say about the Knicks don't make no sense. I mean, I'm like, so I'm hoping that the Knicks go in there and they shut up a lot of these people out here thinking that this team is not who they are. You know what I mean? And because we had a little semi-game against Charlotte Hornets, everybody want to think that Tibbs is not ready. This dude is not good. I mean, we ain't trying to hear all that up in here. You know what I mean? We know this is Knicks real talk. We keep it a buck. And we know this team is good. They're going to be good when the end of the season comes as well. And we just got to make sure we go out there and take care of business today, Shop Powers.
Yeah, it is, the Precious probably won't be back today, but the next game is Tuesday against Orlando. And if I'm not mistaken, last year Precious had some phenomenal games against Orlando. So why not bring him back against Orlando? Why not? Hopefully that'll be the conundrum fixed tomorrow with Precious coming back, so we can see what he could do. I know he's sitting on the court. You've seen him been traveling with the team. You see him looking. He on the sideline. He jumping up when we doing it. He like, oh man, you see he got that twitch, that movement when he like, oh man, rubbing the leg probably like, oh come on. So
right.
I can't wait for him to feel that feeling. And what better to get that intensity going by being at the Garden and hearing your fans cheering for you and happy to see you back on the court. The team we're missing some spots in the second unit. You know what I mean? And if you're a Knicks fan, we're missing some players in the second unit. Why we're starting to talk so much about the starters playing so many minutes. With the help of Precious coming back, that alleviates some pressure on the starting unit, where OG doesn't have to play 41 minutes, when Josh Hart may not have to play 41 minutes, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But we need that position, and we need to figure out what we're going to do with Shaman. There's one thing that I watched what the Knicks did, and this is just me, maybe because I pay attention too much to the Knicks. I'm a homer. I like doing this podcast. I like running my mouth. But they send Battier Pacone down to the G League. Now, it may not sound like much. Be like, oh, yeah, he sent him to the G League. You know what that did? Is getting him on the court. is getting him ready and prepared to play basketball against ex-NBA players and players that are still trying to get into the league. It gets him to start playing basketball with players. You know what I mean? They kind of run the same type of scheme, I believe, down in Westchester. I haven't really watched too many Westchester games this year, and I don't know who the coach is, but I don't know if he's – last year the coach was – I don't even want to mess his name up, but he was a similarity of what Tom Thibodeau ran in the NBA, that coach. And I believe he's still the same coach. Don't quote me, but his coaching style is something similar. Anyway, make a long story short, the big thing that I've noticed what the Knicks are doing is they're figuring out who they're going to put into that small forward position in the second unit. I believe Tom Thibodeau will run a 10-man rotation this year if he could figure out 10 players. If you get Mitchell Robinson back, like we were talking about Devon around right after Christmas, but before New Year's, this way we can have a window of seeing what Mitchell Robinson is going to be right before the trade deadline. Stuff like that. So, but the big move for me, not even for this game, is for what the Knicks are looking to do going down the stretch, is putting Pattier into the G League so he can get some reps, because I believe that's the player that's going to come back up and start playing in that small forward position if Shaman doesn't come back.
Yep, real talk. Yo, I will open up the panel in 10 minutes, Jay and everybody, whoever going to come in. Once I get through what's on tap, I'll open up the panel. Y'all can get in there and get it popping. But shout out, that was a great analysis. It really was, man. The Pacome Daddy going down there for a reason, just like they did Deuce and Bride.
Yep.
Over years. He's going down there for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. The Pacome is not going down there because he's demoted. He's going down there to get some reps.
Facts.
You know, you're going down there to get some reps. You go down there, you go out there, let them play again. Listen, we got TJ Warren down there tearing it up down there. So you send him down there, let him get some reps so he don't sit on the bench and just, you know, not get no energy to use, be wasted, not wasted, but to burn. Let me refrain that, to burn some energy and to learn the system, because absolutely the system down there is the system up here. You know, that's what makes it so easy of a transition, because you know that's our G League, so they are part of our system. You know what I mean? That coach. Right. Yeah, that coach probably play the same way Tom Thibodeau played. They do it in summer league. I can't remember his name. Yeah, but I do think this is a good look for young man. He go down to the G League, get some burn and like that. Because like I said, you know, I know a lot of us talk about real quick. We get back into the tap. Why Tid don't? I know a lot of people say, "Yo, why they don't throw these guys over these other guys?" Because they not good enough to throwing them in there with them don't make the Knicks better. I'd rather play our other guys 5 or 10 more minutes than put them in there, and that's a step back for them talent level. Like Pacome Daddy and Parker Purdy them is not on a level that Mitchell Robinson and Anunoby and these guys are. So even if you put them in there, you put them in there just to burn minutes, but at the same time, you weaken your team too, because they can't play defense. Daddy is pretty good at it, but they don't have the experience to go hard at some of these NBA players when they never played against them. You know what I mean? So when you throw Parker Purdy in there, he get a dunk into a couple of block shots, but look overall, he not ready to go up against some of them guys that's out there. So that's why Tibbs don't put him in there, because I'd rather have Mikal play 40 minutes right now. All them dudes play 40 minutes and try to win a game than put them dudes in there just the rest of my, because that might cost you the game in the sense of talent. So we'll see how it goes, man. I think Tibbs know what he's doing. He's been there for a while. He got this team 11-8 right now, the 4th in the Eastern Conference. And without a healthy squad, and without one of our major players playing one of our major key contributors, which is Mikal Bridges, not at his game yet. So I'm happy about where we at right now. But I'm thinking, just to make a long story short, I think that's a good look for the Knicks to send Pacome Daddy down there to get some reps. And nothing like playing in-game reps. And if you can't get it up here with a big club at because you're just not totally ready, but I do think Pacome Daddy by the end of the season might be in the rotation. He could literally be at that 3 spot, depending on what happened to Shaman. So it's good that he getting the reps now, Shaw Powers, like you said, because Pacome Daddy might be one of them small forwards in our team moving forward. Remember, these cats, despite with the Shaw Powers, how do I say? I'm using the right word. The notion is out there. Rather, Tibbs always plays these young guys. Look at the young guys he played when he first got here. R.J. Barrett played Manuel Quickly, Obi Toppin. They played. They all played. And even to this day, Kolek was playing until he got ill the other day. He played on a Russ Grover, but he got an illness, so he couldn't play. You know what I mean? And so on and so on. Due to Bryant played, Quentin Grimes was a starter for the Knicks. If you good enough to play in the New York system, Tom Thibodeau will play you if you're good enough. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's important for us to understand, that this guy plays these guys. Tom Thibodeau been playing these guys since he's been here, all of them. If you good enough to play, Tom Thibodeau will put you in there because he ain't stupid. If you can help me win, I'm gonna play you. If you can't help me win, I can't play you. So let's hope today, Shop out, he get to play some of these guys if we need them. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a tough game today, but I think the Knicks should go out there and really get a pop in the day, man. Back in their home confinements, like I said, and try to get this win to get to 12-8, 4 games over 500. I really, really think that'd be a good one for us, man. If we can get that win today, man. So I just wanted to put that out there because we talked about the Cone Day thing, but I just wanted to kind of add on to it. The reason why he going to the G League and why, and I think it's not a demotion. I just think that he going there to get some reps. I think that's how you have to do these things, man, because I think these teams, they know they need everybody they have on here. Our team is loaded, but we injury loaded, so we need every team out there. And everybody, I meant to say, Shop House. So I think going to send them down there with a good look. I'm glad you brought that up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart. You know what I mean? If they're not sure what they're going to do with Shamuth, you know what I mean? Matt Ryan is not it seems to be that Matt Ryan is not the guy. And I think Tibbs wants to run a solid 10-man rotation. You know what I mean? Because then he has 10 guys that he can matriculate. He can put in different lineups at any given time. You want to see Mitchell Robinson out there with Precious and Cat? Sure, we could do that. You want to see Precious and Mitch and OG Anunoby out there for your 3 guys, small forward, power forward, and center. We could do that for a couple of minutes. You know what I mean? You want to see a running crew. You want to see Precious Achiuwa, which we talked about early in the season, Precious Achiuwa with Cat and pushing OG back to the 3 and moving Mikal to the 2. And you still got Brunson at the 1. They could do that now. So it's so much that Precious can help us out with. But my big thing is to see who's that man that's going to relieve Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart. You know what I mean? Those the guys, even though I know Payne and Deuce can fill in those positions, but if you're looking for a 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guy, which is Shamuth or Pacone, you know what I mean, to take the pressure off of Mikal, that's the position right now that, one of the reasons I also believe that Mikal, and it's not that it's neck up, not the body down, it's the neck up, is he doesn't have no one to really relieve him. You know what I mean? Another guy that puts pressure on him to make him play better, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? When dudes come in and come fiery, you know what Brunson got to do when he come back in? He got to keep that intensity. You know what I mean? Price is going to do that to OG. OG had a couple of bad games after that 40-point game, but he's not at, I think he's almost 19 points a game or somewhere close to 20 points a game. He's not, the last 2 games he haven't been that. But make a long story short, we need that small forward. I'm rambling now, but that small forward position is what I want to see what they're going to do. This is December, and I'm going to keep talking about who's going to be that 8th man off the bench to help Mikal Bridges get some win.
Yep. And listen, I want to put this out there right quick that we're gonna get this recap and let Jay here, but it's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Every New York player an NBA player. People talking about these guys getting burned out for 38 minutes. Are you serious? Are you serious? Listen, these dudes is under 30 years old, the best trainers in the world, best physicians in the world, best nutritionists in the world. When I was that age, we would be on a playground on a b-ball court on a cement for 5 hours, non-straight b-ball, shop hours the whole day, being a park playing b-ball for about 4 hours, no breaks. And y'all think these cats is tired because they play 40 minutes in a game? when they 28 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old, the best trainers, you never hear a player in the NBA talking about they want to come out of the game. That ain't nothing to them because they ain't our fat asses. They ain't us. They ain't out of shape like us. These dudes got the best trainers, physicians in the world. I got a third gun, to help my muscles. These guys got everything. I guarantee you there's not an NBA player who could play a doubleheader in basketball. We used to be on the court for 4-5 hours a whole day playing basketball on the concrete. Wouldn't even be tired. And you think these cats get burnt out for 40 minutes? And then we talking about Tibbs play these guys too long? Come on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, from a mathematics standpoint, from a physics standpoint, them dudes that play 50 minutes, they might get a break in the game for 1 or 2 minutes. They'll tell you themselves, I ain't trying to come out this game. Why are you taking me out for it? Everybody need a break, but don't make that the reason why y'all think the Knicks is doing what they doing. That's bogus because the energy that they put out on that court, soccer players run up and down that big old field all day long. They feel is like bigger than a football field all day long, just running. I get what y'all saying about this stuff, but let's take it in totality. They are not us. We don't got trainers like they do. We don't got nutritionists like they do. We don't have the best cardio people and all this shit. We don't eat the way they eat. And them guys is professionals, ladies and gentlemen. And just like you got to work at your job 8 hours, and you might not get but a lunch. They might play in the game, might get but a 1 or 2 minute break. But they built for that. They are built for that stuff. I never hear Tibbs play since he's been coaching in the NBA. All you hear is on the outside world, not the players. You can't go to one player and then say that Tibbs run me to death. None of them. If you're a true NBA fan and you don't deal with all the hyperbole and all that, go to any NBA ball player. They will tell you, I'm not trying to come out the game. They get paid millions of dollars to do that stuff.
Exactly what I was going to say.
They get millions.
Exactly what I was about to say.
They learn that shit from AAU. From the time they get to AAU, high school, they built for that stuff. Tibbs don't be running nobody in the ground. That's bogus. What they do is he going with a team that's going to help him win. I get all that. I understand all that. I'm not throwing no stones. I'm saying make sure y'all cross T's and dot I's when y'all talk about this stuff because I'm telling you right now, I'm double their age. And I might have to go out the game faster than them, but they half our age, shot power, some of them guys in there. Daddy is 18 years old. He ain't even learned how to use his windpipes yet. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say, like, make sure when y'all say this stuff, don't be saying it just to be saying it. Listen, Tibbs, there's many dudes in the NBA playing more minutes than our players. It's a lot that I've seen KD them to this day still playing 37, 38, 40. So if it's good for KD, LeBron, if it's good for Giannis, if it's good for all these other superstars, why y'all questioning about Tom Thibodeau doing? Look on the NBA and you'll see all these players who playing minutes. That's normal. They're supposed to play the minutes. The Knicks didn't get them $48 million to play 35 minutes. They gave them that money. If I need you for 41 minutes, then you go ahead and do 41 minutes. If I need you to play 50 minutes overtime, then you play 50 minutes overtime, whatever. But I'm just trying to make a point that we got to stop thinking that these cats are getting burnt out. These dudes is professionals, bro. They not us. They not us. They are professionals. They got everything built around these guys to make them more comfortable. Now, we might run down the street for a half hour like, not them. Not them. The way they get paid, the way they built, with the stuff they have around them. No. Let's not keep throwing Tibbs in the bubble like he the only cat that plays his guy 37, 38 minutes. I seen Boston coach do it. I seen every coach in the NBA to know why that's what the owners tell them to do. I'm paying these dudes $40 million. Make sure they earn my money. That's it. That's all I want to say. I just think we got to stop making it seem like Tibbs is the only one doing this to people. That's bogus. That's fraud. That's hyperbole. Everybody do that. Every coach in there, you pay your best player because your best players help you win. That's what I'm trying to say about what they tell me. Oh, put this guy in. Your best players help you win basketball games. Your non-good players don't help you win games. It's about wins and losses, ladies and gentlemen, not how many minutes a person get. Who helps you win a basketball game? And the guys that we have right now, because we injured Shaw Powers, they help us resolve minutes. They don't help us win basketball games. There's a difference. So I say all that to say I like Hocker Purdy and them. I like Daddy A and them. I like all the dudes. They might reserve minutes, but do they help us win basketball games on a regular? I don't think so. So that's why Tibbs do what he do. This cat done coach more basketball than we ever threw a stick at. He know more shit than we ever could dream about knowing. So I think the Knicks organization know what they're doing. They gave him $10 million a year. So they must believe in Tibbs. And I think a lot of other people do, but I just think that we gotta just not throw so much at Tibbs like that, man. Because since he's been here, name a coach in a Knicks since you've been a Knicks fan, real quick, name a coach other than Jeff Van Gundy, Pat Riley, Red Holzman, and Mike Woodson that did more for this organization than Tibbs has done. Think about that. Think about that, Shot Powers. Name a coach in the NBA since you've been watching Knicks who have done more to get their team to the playoffs than Tom Thibodeau. And I've been watching since then. You know what I mean? You take Red Holzman and Pat Riley, they icons, they legends. So obviously you got to put them away. But other than it's only him and Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Woodson. And Tibbs been here 4 years and got our team to the playoffs 3 times. What else you want? So, and that's with injured teams. So let's just salute that for a minute. Let's get into the recap. I just want to get amped, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, man, I'm on a truth train right now because we got to make sure that we make sure we reporting our team honestly. That's what I'm trying to say. We reporting our team honestly. Because I see a lot of things out there sometimes it disappoints me. And I say all these wise, intelligent people, but they just throwing hyperbole at this shit. You know what I mean? They think, speak with the facts. And if you don't have the facts, go get the facts. But just don't throw it out there just to be doing it. I don't want to say that. I don't want to be any talk show. I want real talk. Knicks, real talk. That's real. Let's get it popping, man. Shot Power, let's get to what's on tap and we get back at it.
Let's get it.
Real talk, man. Let's do it. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Yeah, yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to open up the panel in a minute. Shall Powers Knicks. New Orleans Pelicans at the world most famous arena, home cooking, trying to go in there and get a win today. Feels good to get back at home and all that good stuff. So I'm excited about this game today, man. It's a trap game like you spoke about earlier, but I would love to get this win today because this team they got me going against today are loaded if they was healthy. Loaded. I mean, loaded talent-wise. So I know it would be a tough game with them or without the guys they missing. But like I said, what you see that far, you seen what's on the injury report and all that? No Zion Williamson, no Brandon Ingram, no Herb Jones, no Alvarado. I mean, and they are literally missing a quarter of their starting lineup. And
that is their starting lineup. That's a starting lineup right there.
Right. So this team is loaded, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm surprised where their record is at, to be honest with you. For them to be where they at, ranked and fraud numbers and stats and everything. I can't understand where they at with that, man. But like I said, we got our same three usual suspects out. Same starting lineup going to be in there. So I think we got to go get it, man, and we'll get it popping today. But it ain't gonna be an easy game. But I'm bringing Jay Chosen in the building. Jay, what's good, my man? Chop Power, let me throw this up here right quick. And Jay, what's good, my man? You doing all right today?
Yeah, I'm doing good, brothers. How you?
We good, man. We here trying to get it popping. You know, it's Knicks and Pelicans, man, all that good stuff. So just trying to get amped and get ready for the game, man. And it's going to be a good one today, man. Just let me put this up right quick, ladies and gentlemen. Jay, and I'll let you get some words and bear with me 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, just, because it's part of what's on tap. If you look at what I'm looking on that right now, the New York Knicks is 10-8. Look at their record, 4-15 with all that talent. They're 15th in the West, and in the NBA, we 4th in the NBA. They 1-8. on the road. We 5-2 at home. We've been taking care of home court. Like I said, put your CPA system, whatever on ADT. Nick's been putting the ADT system on in the Garden so far. But look at their offense rate. They 27th. We number 2. Their defense rating is number 28. We number 24. They net rating in the NBA is 29. Shaw Powell and Jay Chosen with all that talent. I mean, they got a plethora of talent down there in Shaw Powell. But like I always say, it don't matter about the talent. Do you have winning talent? Do you have winning ball players, Shaw Powers? You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have a winning mentality, that separates a lot of good teams. That's why I like our team. Our starting five got winning mentality. Tibbs got a winning mentality. All our players do. Shaw Powers and Jay, but Shaw Powers, that's for them team to be down there. That's amazing with all that talent, man. What do you think is going on with New Orleans right quick? Why do you think they down that far, even with injuries, with that team they got over there? That's crazy.
Their whole starting unit is out. That's the bottom line. Their whole starting unit is out. Alvarado, if you want to count him, you got Ingram out, you got Zion out, you got Jones out. That's what 3 or 4 of your starting unit right there. You know what I mean? So they hold that unit, that all those players that are out could be their starting unit. So that's why they're doing what they're, but the big picture is they're 15 losses, but they still got 4 wins.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They still got 4 wins with that decimated crew. And this crew has been like this almost all year. I don't think Zion and Ingram played together this year. Not that I can remember. I don't remember seeing any things with them playing together. But aside from that, that's why they're looking like that. But this is a track game. This game, they're gonna come out in MSG like everybody else do and want to be all-star, all NBA, all defense, all everything, and MSG. So we got to be pay attention and watch what we do against this team.
Yeah. Real quick, Jay Children, real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, that team is probably healthy. I'm talking about healthy. One of the deepest teams in the NBA. Them dudes I'll put it like this here, and I'm going to keep it a buck. I think that team, with a certain amount of play, they got more talent than our team. From a talent standpoint, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about mentality standpoint. I'm talking about individual talent. That team just as lit as ours, or not more. I think their bench could be stronger than ours. That team is deep. They deep, and for them to be where they at tells me something about the team. No matter, when you Jay Children, if you injured or not, but still, they like the Philadelphia 76ers right now. Pretty much the same day in their record. But what do you think our team could do against these guys? And if you want to talk about the Pelicans, that's fine. But I do think they're one of the better talented teams in the NBA. It's disappointing for their fan base that they 4-15. But for us, that's their problem. But we can't take the cat for granted tonight because they got a good team down there, regardless of whom or what.
Look, I agree. Look, basketball is one of those funny sports. First of all, peace and love to everybody. To the comment section. Thank God we woke up today. Salute Darlene. We love to see the women in the chat. I love always to see everybody around. Don't forget to press subscribe and help these brothers do what they do, because it's always great to have a platform where we can talk about our favorite team. And remember, it's a conversation. It's not an argument. We're over here trying to big things up. We need to be the change, not be part of the problem. So I just want to tell you that those numbers are just one game backwards. So since then the Pelicans are now 4-16, not 4-15, and we're 11-8 now due to that game we just won with Charlotte.
I'm glad you put it. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm looking at that. Thank you, Jay.
Right. I just wanted to make sure that we want to start exactly where we are.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
We should have. I'm going to go backwards to go forwards. We should have stopped. But my whole thing about if and should have, right? If Miami had, the whole thing. All right, and then I talked about 5 hours yesterday about this thing, right? So here's the deal, right? Basketball, to go backwards, we should have stomped a mud hole in Charlotte without their best player and maybe their second or third best player not playing. And look at what we did. This basketball is one of those sports where I'm gonna tell you right now, I grew up, my favorite player was Ewing and Dominique Wilkins. Those are my two favorite players growing up. Basketball is one of those sports where you could look at other teams. Like baseball, you like a team, you don't like no other team. You hardly even like any other players. Basketball, I look at every team and I say, oh, I like that player. I like, oh, damn, did you see that movie you just had? I wish this guy was on my squad. This basketball is great. And New Orleans, before they almost became the Mosquitoes, then they became the Pelicans. Let me tell you something. I like that team. I think what you're saying is true. Is true. I think that their depth-wise, they have a better team deeper. They have a deeper team.
Deeper team. That's right.
A deeper team. Their starting five is nowhere near. Even the healthy Zion, even healthy, I still don't think they have a better starting five than us. No matter who you put in the two.
Yep.
They don't have a better starting five than us. But I want to go off something that you said really quickly about getting paid. I've always felt that way about, look, man, these guys are in top condition. They got people rubbing down their legs and their toes and their feet. They're getting fed kale sandwiches and all sorts of stuff.
The Miyagi.
Right, the Miyagi stuff. They got special deodorants. They got all sorts of things happening, right? They got the Tiger Bomb on their back, But the fact of the matter is that we are not a deep team. And because we're not a deep team, yes, they should be able to play 20 minutes a game, 40 minutes a game. Yes, they're paid to play that way. However, a lot of teams that make it deep make it, like to the finals or the Eastern Western Conference finals or whatever it is. They have benches they can rely on. And because our bench is not fully reliable, the 40 minutes that we are running our guys, see, it's different than playing 40 minutes and because they can, and 40 minutes because they need to. They need to run the 40 minutes because there's nobody else to do it. And because Tibbs is not early in the season, is not trying out the Colics and not trying out, whoever. I agree with you on Dottie. I'm glad that he went down there so he could get some burn. I'm really glad that he went down to get some burn. If you're not going to play Hakaporti, did he go down?
No, I don't think he went down.
Why?
At least I didn't see anything. Maybe soon. Man, they might not have the roster positioning for him too. But I want to say something right over what you did say too, Jay, because in a sense I do understand and I agree with what you're saying, because the minutes that the guys are playing, it's not the consecutive. I mean, it's not the overall minutes that I believe, right? It's the minutes when they play. I can get with you with that, because sometimes I see guys playing a whole quarter or 10 or 11 minutes in the fourth quarter, something like that. So I understand where you're coming with the minutes that way. But overall, Tibbs ain't really playing the guys that great of minutes. These guys are playing more minutes because of the lack in the bench. I believe what you're saying and how I understand it that way too, that when they're playing their minutes is when it is the big discrepancy. Like you'll see Josh Hart play 9 minutes and then they'll come back in and play the whole second quarter. Then they'll play another 7 minutes in the third, and then he's 11 minutes in the fourth quarter, something like that, something like that. So I understand where you mean about the minutes that they're playing, but overall, the overall playing of the minutes, if you're getting paid $36 million, I can see you out there 48 minutes.
100%. And that's why I always say
let me
things could be true at the same time.
Yeah. Real quick though, let me make sure we crossing T's and dotting I's. because I understand where y'all coming from, but do y'all understand why Tibbs is doing it? I don't care what we think.
I do. Yeah, there's nobody else to put him in. Yes.
Now, let me what I'm saying though. He might do that with Josh Hart because depending on what the other coach put back in the game, you know, it's not throwing him out there to play 9 minutes. Depending on who's the matchup, who the other coach put in the game at that time. Now he could play Josh Hart for 40 minutes. He could play in the whole first quarter, and then the other coach would make an adjustment. And Tibbs might have to say, you know what, I got to throw Josh Hart right back out there because he put this dude in there. Tibbs, them guys, they do that for a reason because it's called schemes, semantics. I gotta outsmart you. If you ever notice, if he take my man out, then Tibbs take this dude out. If they take out Jalen Brunson, the other coach going to put this dude out there. We have to look at it in the confines of why the minutes are being played. But I'm gonna say all this to say this: since I've been watching basketball, Patrick Ewing played 40 minutes, 47 minutes. We don't complain about Tibbs playing on dudes minutes when we busting somebody's ass. Why we don't be up in this chat talking about Tibbs play him too long when we blowing somebody out by 27 or whatever? The only time we talk about that is when we lose. Losing brings up the things. We don't never talk about nothing the Knicks doing that's not good unless they lose the basketball game. Then we start saying this ain't right. This ain't right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's basketball. Right. It's gonna be good nights. It's gonna be bad nights. Tibbs done got this team to the playoff 3 times in 4 years. What else y'all want? With not good rosters. But what Tibbs doing, Pat Riley did. What Tibbs doing, Jeff Van Gundy did. He's the extension of them dudes. Pat Riley played Anthony Mason, Oakley, and them down in 40 minutes, 45, whatever, a game. These dudes did this shit all day, every day. I'm talking about back then.
During gladiator basketball. Gladiator basketball.
Even to this day, Tibbs coaches the way Van Gundy coaches. He coaches the way Pat Riley coaches. He's the extension of them dudes. So if you're going to get on Tibbs, you better get on Van Gundy and Pat Riley. Because all he doing is coaching the way they coach it. He learned from them dudes. Why do you think the Miami Heat coaches the way it is? That culture that the Miami Heat got used to be the New York Knicks and Anthony Mason and all our dudes. Pat Riley, that shit in them dudes. That's us. It's us. I get it. I'm not debating whether you guys, it ain't about you guys now. I'm not saying. I'm not debating what you guys are saying. I'm just trying to make sure we do with all the variables. Why a guy plays certain minutes and why a guy don't play certain minutes, because it all depends on what the other coach is doing. Sometimes you gotta put guys in it for if Cat man is getting down, and the Cat ain't in foul trouble, Cat's supposed to play the whole first quarter. Who else on that team better than Cat to come off the bench and save him? I get what you guys saying about the minutes and the time, but that's not the reality that we live in the NBA. Go look at any team in the NBA. You will see KD, LeBron,
all of them. Yeah, 44 minutes a game, easy. No question. Some of our guys probably not even the top 10 in the NBA playing minutes right now. No question.
No doubt about it. So I'm not questioning anything y'all say. I just want to make sure that we all understand that this is just the way the NBA is. I seen the game last year. I'm gonna pass the mic back to you, Jay Holden. We would blow on Boston out by 30 points last year. Do you know Missoula had Tatum, Brown, all them dudes in there. Then with a minute left, we were busting about 30. Why? Because that's a learning point for them. Y'all let them whoop y'all ass, then you stay in this damn game. You let them run 30 up on you, then you stay here and take that 30 ass whipping.
No question.
No, listen, I agree with you. If it's all right. Look, I agree with you 100%, but I also believe that two things could be true at the same time, right? So you're right, but we're also right? So like I'm saying you're 100% right. And I played 8 hours, just like you, 8 hours a day on the court, running back and forth.
Water on the side.
Problem. Roasted as hell. It didn't matter. Right. With it in my mouth, dribbling down the court. People drinking water. I'm drinking St. Ides. That's not what was happening. It's a different world. But but the fact of the matter is that I agree with you. But let's talk about the Denver game. I think it was a Denver game, okay? We're up by 30. It's the end of the game. And what you're doing is correct, because what you're saying is that Tibbs is playing chess, not checkers, right? So that's what he's doing. He's putting in a guy to come off to stick another guy that's right. But do you remember the play when they go up for the ball? We're up by like 20-something points. Somebody lands on OG's leg. I think it was a Denver game. OG's leg. I think it was Bridges or OG or Hart and OG and a player from their team. It's not necessary for him to be in that game. He doesn't have to be in that game right there. And I wondered, Divine, I wondered, because the real talk, I wonder if you would feel that same way right this very second if one of them would have got hurt.
Yep, because you know what? It's the NBA, bro. Not only Tibbs, everybody. They pay them dudes to do that.
That's what I'm on.
Point lead in the NBA ain't nothing. Listen, you could have a 20-point lead in the NBA. A minute later, that shit be down to 10. It be down to 10.
No, 100%. No, I'm agreeing.
So what I'm saying is, I agree. I understand what you're saying. I get what everybody's saying, but I think we are beating a dead horse trying to say what Tibbs or any other coach, why they doing this, why we doing that. We ain't out there with them. You can question it, but them dudes doing what they supposed to do. I don't have no problem. Listen, in the NFL, you see dudes playing football, they got lead and then wait by a minute, they still in the game. But these dudes still in the game. They got a 30-point lead on the team, and they still in the game.
Yeah, I'm a Giant fan. I see it.
Yeah, right. So I'm not questioning nothing you guys say. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm not arguing against none of you guys because I'm not here to debate nobody. This is not a debate show. It's each one teach one. You listen to me, I listen to you. We figure it out, do the variables. All I'm saying is everybody does it. And see, we keep throwing that. Every team in the NBA does what we trying to say Tibbs is doing wrong. Every coach, not just Tibbs. It's 30 coaches in the NBA. I have seen major dudes play 48 minutes or 45. It depends on what you playing for. If you plan to win, you go with your best players. If you plan to play, but I'm just saying that's the way it is.
I'm on the tip. If you getting paid $30 million, I expect you to get 44 minutes out there for me. I like how you used to say, Divine, if we paying Evan Fournier 19 minutes, you better get out there and get 17, 18, 19 minutes, 19 points a game. So I'm on it for that. You know what I mean? But on the other side, I hear where Jay kind of coming from. You know what I mean? I kind of come from. If you out there and you getting $6 million, I want to expect you out there at least 42 minutes if I need you. If I need you 42 minutes, I want you to play 42 minutes. On the other hand, I understand kind of where some people come with the minutes that they play when they play their minutes. I understand that kind of sort of, but it still falls into the same boat. If you got to pay, if you play 12 minutes in the first quarter and 12 minutes in the second quarter, I mean in the fourth quarter, and you get 24 minutes, that's what I needed you for. And I mean, it's all about where we need you to play those minutes at. So I understand, but I'm on both sides. I'm 100%. You get $36 million, I expect you to get 42 minutes out there.
Here's another thing that's
as am I. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. As am I.
You got to remember too. People we think different than they think. See, we listen. You can go out there and twist your ankle in the first quarter.
Facts.
If you want to, it doesn't make if the first quarter, second quarter, them guys do not coach basketball to worry about. I get it because I would do the same thing. And the Knicks have done it. Like the other day, Tom Thibodeau had them guys up. I remember Tom Thibodeau put the other guys against Denver. He had Dan the whole second unit in the first quarter. I mean, the bench players. And then when they got to a certain point where they knew the game was over, he unloaded the bench. Tom Thibodeau gives Kolek minutes. The only reason Kolek didn't get the more minutes the other day, why? He was ill. But on that West Coast trip, Kolek was in the game a couple of games. You know what I mean?
Couple of them.
So we just got to make sure that I get where we going, man. I do it. Like I said, I'm not here to debate nobody. I'm not even a debater, man. I'm not saying Jay's wrong and nobody wrong. I'm just speaking my point of view, not against nobody. I'm not doing that.
You're wrong.
You're right. Thank you. You're right. But anyway, you know what it is, man? Let's hope these dudes stay healthy. But I do think that we just got to understand why Tibbs and coaches in the NBA do what they do. You know what I mean? Because these cats get a lot of money to coach these dudes. And Leon Rose and James Dolan believe in Tom Thibodeau. If they didn't believe in him, they wouldn't have gave him his money. They wouldn't have him coaching the Knicks right now with a $250 million roster. If they didn't believe this man gonna get them to where they need to go, they wouldn't have gave tip. If they thought the shit we be talking is bad, they wouldn't have gave them that money. They don't look at it the way we look at it, ladies and gentlemen. They don't, because they look at it from a business professional standpoint. Business, I'm not paying you $40 million to don't play. That's like somebody paying you $25, $80 an hour to be CEO, but you ain't doing your CEO shit.
Yeah.
Them dudes run a business. They run a business, and it used to be sports. It's the business of sports.
The moment they started making millions and millions of dollars, they became commodities. They didn't become players.
In essence, yeah. That, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's how I'm on it. You get $36 million, I expect to see you 42 minutes on the court.
The fans too.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah, the fans pay to see you on that court. I feel you. You're right.
Man,
I'm going to tell you something crazy. I'm on my birthday when Melo and Porzingis was on the team. On my birthday, a shorty brought me to the Knicks game, right? Great seats, unbelievable, 7 rows up, right behind Tracy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Morgan, and unbelievable seats. Melo and Porzingis didn't play; they were resting, right? So here I am at the game. I'm hyped. We went to BBQs first. I got the tall Texas drink with the extra shot. I'm feeling great. I burned on like 33rd Street. I'm great. We go in and they announce the lineup and Robin Lopez. And I'm like, are you mother kidding me? Right? I had no idea, right? So I lost my mind. And then they shoot those shirts with the spinning gun. I almost got knocked the F out. That was like, yo, I had a matrix. I had a matrix. I was like, whoa, yo. So I get what you're saying. Back, like as it goes on, time goes on. I would like to see a deeper bench, right? A deeper bench where we not necessarily, because I agree with you. They should be able to play. And by the way, anybody who's comparing baseball, who they take the pitchers out now in the 6th inning rather than when Doc used to pitch 9 innings every game, no matter what, they really treat their players in baseball like commodities. They will not let them get hurt. They will not let them do that. But this is different. This is basketball. This is up and down the court. We got to keep going. We got to hustle. We got to make. They're in great shape. The fact of the matter is, though, I am a little bit taken back by the fact that like T.J. Warren's not up on the bench right now. Like, why can't he fit that right now? Just right now, why can't he play before Precious gets here and then just go back down? He's been playing in the league forever. Why can't he play?
He can't play no defense.
Yeah.
He can shoot the rock. Yeah, he can shoot the rock, and he's big, but his defense.
Yeah, he can't play no defense.
Yeah, that's another reason why Ryan's not playing. You know what I mean? Ryan got lights out shot taking. You know what I mean? He can knock if he gets in a rhythm, he can knock it down. But over the screen pick. Yeah, he all the way in the back. He don't get around the pick, and he just don't play. You know what I mean?
Don't think about this here. Excuse me. When Mitchell Robinson and Preston Chua get back, watch you see the minutes drop on these guys.
Right. There's no question, because now it all boils down to Tom's circle of trust. That Tom Thibodeau circle of trust is for real. And once we get our guys back, once we get some more guys that Tom Thibodeau trusts, you will not see the starter unit, because the starter unit will be playing better because now they have more rest. And now the allocated minutes, when they get the minutes, will be much better. Now we can put them in for 8 minutes in the 4th quarter to finish the game out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now it looks like we lacking, and in a couple of games we ran out of gas. I remember the game we came back, we got the team down by 2, and they just ran out of gas because we didn't have enough players to come in to facilitate Tom Thibodeau's system.
Yeah. You know what's interesting to me, Jay and Shot Powers? The Knicks right now is 11-8, right? Roster not fully where it need to be, because even when we lost Preston Chua and Mitchell Robinson, we lost Cameron Payne for a while. We lost Deuce for a while.
Yeah.
And Bridges not playing where he's supposed to be
Not
playing yet.
Facts.
And even after all that, the New York Knicks is 11-8, fourth in the Eastern Conference, and got a chance to move up to third in the next couple of days. That's, to me, and they're scoring. Their offense numbers is 117 a game. The opposing other teams' numbers is 112 a game, +5. So now you see why, even though we might be low in net rating in the defense for us overall, but the Knicks are still up there in a lot of defense categories that's up in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
From a net rating, we are down here, but from a lot of the defense categories, we are up there. So
in quarters too. Mm-hmm. Definitely in quarters.
They playing good basketball. They're not playing, the keyword sharp house, they consistent basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it, if you take away the offense drain the other day, they did what they did against Charlotte. They had a team that was decimated. They only scored 198 points. The problem was that one night when we used to score 119 a game, 135 a game, that didn't come. But we still beat them on a bad night shooting. So I think we got to give credit what credit due. Even though we won that game by 1, and that was one of our worst scoring games of the season. Because
under 100 points. Yeah.
Right, because
under 100 points.
Yeah, because our team averaging 119 a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So the defense, I was happy because the defense finally did what I've been wanting to do the whole damn year. You know what I mean? Shut somebody down. They did a couple of spurts here and there, but I think we just got to keep on pressing, man. I think we got to press. Today going to be a good game, Shaw Powers. I think we go in there today. We got some home cooking, Jay and Shaw. We just got to go out there and don't let C.J. McCullough and Troy Murphy run them up. You can contain Troy Murphy the third and C.J. McCullough and obviously Devontae Murray. That's how good this team is. Yeah, they got Murray, McCullough in the backcourt, and still got Trey Murphy the third up in this piece. Tough team to play. You know what I mean? Even with this ain't no Charlotte Hornets.
Even hurt, they're not.
Even hurt, they not them dudes. So we got to be on our A game like any other team. You know, we got to be on our A game tonight, man, because these boys got a good team. Like I said earlier, it's crazy how good talent they roster is, but they're not winning. Like I said, you could be talented, but if you don't have a winning mentality, it don't mean nothing. I know many guys in the NBA who was talented, but they didn't have a winning mentality. You know, we got on our team winning mentality players, ladies and gentlemen. That's what separated a lot of teams. They had the New York Knicks starting 5 all got winning mentalities. They not only talented, they all got winning mentality. Jalen Brunson won it before. Josh Hart won it before. Even though it's college, it's still basketball. Bridges won it before. Carl Towns went deep before. And these cats is loaded. They got and Anunoby won one in the Toronto, though he didn't get to play in that series, but he still been to the promised land, and he won one with Kawhi in them. So what the Knicks done, they put together a bunch of winning ball players, not only talent, winning. And watch, that's why we 11-8 right now with the season we had, Shot Powers and Jay Choden, because they got guys who want to win games regardless of what the situation may be for that night. We got guys who best believe got a chance to win a basketball game. And that's why Tibbs don't put a lot of them young guys there, because they don't have a winning mentality yet. They don't know how to win yet. They know how to play, but do they know how to win? And that's why he don't put them dudes in there, because they not ready to win a game. They're ready to play in a game. That don't mean they're ready to win a game, because they haven't even experienced those shit like that before. Daddy-O, Kolick, and all of them. Yeah, they play, but have they won a game? Have they been in winning natures and atmospheres? And I'm in a championship. I'm in this. No, none of them. So that's why Tibbs don't play him, because Tibbs playing to win.
No, I 100% agree with you. You know, I'm gonna say 2 things. One, I'm gonna say that most people, to this thing you have on the screen, most teams only play about 8-9 people. They never play their full bench. They're mostly towel waving, clapping. Yes men. I call them yes men. The end of the bench are yes men. I'm gonna read something to you really quick. You know who the number 1 minutes in the game is in the entire NBA?
I would say Mikal Bridges or Anunoby.
It is Bridges. That's number 1. But right under him is Fox, right? So we have first, the 4th, and the 7th in minutes. The 4th is Hart, tied with Joker, and the 7th is OG, tied with Murray from Sacramento. In Sacramento, Fox is 2, Murray is tied for 7th, and Sabonis is tied for 9th. So we're talking about they're running their minutes up too, and Sacramento got a decent team, right? However, you know, I really, really would love to see, but they just got back. What's his name? Is Monk?
Malik Monk.
Yeah. So, look, I think what most people are mostly worried about is the fact that but it's not Australia, but that we don't have like really bona fide big men to come in, and it's the big defenders that we really work that really bothers us. So right now we're about to go into a game where most of their big men like the Ingrams and the stuff are not playing, but there is a young man who is grabbing rebounds beyond belief right now, Missy.
Yeah, yep.
All right, and you know a lot. I said earlier in the year that I was really grateful that the Knicks weren't doing what they used to do and play down to the competition, which is almost kind of like what we did with Charlotte and play and stomp a mud hole in them. We play a lot like Denver. And by the way, if I kept with those numbers, Denver has 4, 10, and 12 in minutes. All right. So, you know, we just got to play that winning mentality basketball. We got to move and make the moves better. The passes have to be a little bit more fluid. That definitely has to be more slashing to the court, to the rim. I would like to see Bridges go around, right? Or if he has to, punch through, but he has to get to the rim, and he has to take way more, in my opinion, way more liberties with his defense. Because I feel for some reason he's starting to get to know the system, but we're already 20 games in. I really want to see him take shine. And maybe part of Bridges' issue is the fact that he was first on the Nets and like third on the Suns, and now he's fourth, maybe
exactly,
fifth.
Maybe
if you had Hart in there.
Yeah, Josh, exactly.
Right. So
exactly.
I think that might be, you got to remember that sometimes mentality, the mental aspect of the game is also almost as important as the physical.
It is more
right?
important.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Mine over matter. Yeah, mine over matter, brother.
I've been saying a lot. It's not for me, but I've noticed from Bridges, it's not from the neck down. It's not from the neck down. It's from the neck up. It's all right here for him.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's all right him. And my big point was him coming from Brooklyn the last 2 years, being number 1 to coming over here to be number 4/5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could be more up here. You know what I mean? Because he in the beginning he would give up on the pick, or he probably used to in Brooklyn when he goes around the pick, their center would step up a little different than what Cat is stepping up now. I can't remember the center. Yeah, Claxton. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
You know, I agree with y'all on that too as well. You know, coming from
Finney Smith, they would all put in a block like that, boom, and he was able to do that. We don't have that right now, though. I think we could have that. You know, which goes to say, I think that Bridges having the most minutes is going to play a lot with Mitch and Precious. I think he's going to play a lot with them.
I think
so. Because then we're going to see rotations different when we have these other people.
And you got to remember, even in that pecking order, he still even though he might have been the third, first option, a lot of them teams, he's still getting the same amount of shots over here, though. He just not making
them. Yep.
He just not making. I mean, that's the whole thing where I think he just not making shots. That's the only thing it is. It ain't like he ain't getting them. He ain't just making them.
That's a fact.
He getting the same amount of shots he was getting in Brooklyn them too. He just not making them joints.
Right.
So,
he hasn't found his defensive stride yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole team.
You know, and he needs to find that, because I think in essence that's really why we brought him over. We didn't bring him over to score 20 plus a game. We brought him over to get 2 steals, to lock down their best shooter, and to get a couple of 10-foot, you know, in the middle.
17 to 21 points. I'd be saying that's what he probably should be scoring right around now, somewhere in between there. But and like you said, Devon, he is getting 8 3-pointers shot up a game. You know what I mean? He's getting up 8 3-pointers a game. You know what I mean? He's getting up 8. So if he can get that to 4, make it 4 out of 8, you know what I mean, get his percentages better. You know what I mean? And he shoots about 5 mid-range, you know, that fall away baby jump shot. You know what I mean?
Right in the middle.
He gets about 5 of them a game. So it ain't like he's not getting his shot. You know what I mean? That's what's that 8 and 5 is 13, right? You know what I mean? So he getting him about 13 shots a game.
That's a scary
I'd like to see him take about 4 less threes and 5
and more mids. More
Yeah.
mids. Me too.
Absolutely. Don't rely on the 3 ball. Because I think if you do the mids, like you said, Jay Chosen, if you hit the mid, it'll open up the 3. Work your way inside out. You know what I mean? Don't work your way outside in. No, work your way. Get your buckets in the middle first. Then you got your confidence. Then you take a step out further, hit another shot. Then you going out to the 3-point line. That's how you get your rhythm. You know, and I think when he do get it,
it's over.
It's over, bro. We knocking down 119 a game with a guy who not even shooting 50% from the floor. When Mikal Bridges finally get the rhythm, which he will, this team is going to be tough to beat. They're going to be tough. Because right now, we second in the league in offense rating, ladies and gentlemen. Look at we second in the league in offense rating, and Mikal ain't even popping yet.
Right. I think that they should go for the next 4 games. The play should be run for Bridges hitting the middle shot or slashing to the basketball. For the next 4 games, he should be the first person taking the shot. Give him the confidence to hit that. I think that's going to happen.
I think that's going to happen. And he acknowledged the other day him saying that he's not, you know, as so much his offense is, you know, it's been pretty all right. He's had a couple of 20-point games, a couple of 17-point games. Last game wasn't that great, 8 points, you know what I mean? But the way I want to see him, what'll make the team stronger is him really following through on that over the top cut. That's where I see he's starting to do it more, and he's starting to go around the cut and play on that right hand side. So whoever's on that, he's swiping at it and stuff. So he's getting there. And I noticed when he goes for the pick, if it's Cat opens the pick up for him so he could slide through quick. I noticed that too. So I know he's going to pick it up. His numbers don't. I mean, his numbers. He's not at his numbers yet, but we still only 20 games into the season. Well, let's see what happens by 30 games. 10 more games from now, where I think he's going to catch fire.
Especially when those 3-pointers are wide open for him.
Yeah,
it's hard to you play ball. It's hard to say, I'm not going to shoot this, right? So, but you're also taught to take if there's no one near you, take 2-3 steps forward and take the shot. It's a more percentage shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to. It's really hard not to take that shot when you're wide open for the shot because everybody else went to the middle.
Yeah, you got to open.
I like to see him. I like to see him score the first point.
But check it out, though. This is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Mikal Bridges is about to come out his slump today.
Yep.
He at his home court now. Watch what I'm telling y'all. Mikal, they've been on the road for 5 games. That's not their home court, so you don't know he shoot good on the road because that's the gym. Watch Mikal numbers the next 4 games. Watch. He in his home gym. He understand the nets. He understand the lights. He understand the atmosphere. Watch Mikal pop for 4 games in a row. Watch. And then we're going to say, you know what? Remember, Anunoby last 2 games after having that good run fell off. 8 points the other day. 8 points again.
8 and 8. 8 and 8.
This was me and Shy Powell. The key word up here. Look. Peaks and valleys.
Mm-hmm.
Peaks and valleys.
Peaks and valleys.
It's right now, my man is in the valley. He'll go up to the peak. Right now, Anunoby was in the peak. The last 2 games, he's been in the valley. Rest my case.
And being 11-8, remember, everybody, it's not the valley of death.
Nah, they forced
right?
That's what I mean. Realistically, out of 20 games, we wanted to be over 500. We are well over 500 right now. I'm not going to say about this game, but whatever, it would still be over the 500 range by 2 games. If this trap game catches us, you know what I mean. But this way 12-8 is not a bad first 20 games. You know what I mean? Not a bad first 20 games, and that middle 40 is where we're going to make that
right. It's the middle
swing.
40.
I believe 2 or 3 good runs we got from this Knicks team where we can get 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row.
That's facts. That's facts right there, Chop Out. And listen, E. Gibson. Now you see why I'm so giddy about my team. Can you imagine in New York City right now with all that talent if the Knicks were 4-16? See, that's why I'm not tripping. The Orleans Pelicans with all that talent, 4-16, we 11-8. Ain't nothing for me to trip about. New York Knicks playing good ball. They injured, but their offense is popping. Second in association. They got major talent down there, and we a little injured. But look at them dudes, like E. Gibson said. I didn't see New Orleans being 4-16. Can you imagine we were 4-16? We ain't the motherfucker. We not the Philadelphia 76ers 4-14. We ain't the Indiana Pacers 9-11. We not, we above 500. We 4th in the East. And we not playing our best ball totally. We play a good ball, we not playing the best ball. But think about that though. All that talent they got, and they 4-16. Thank you, E. Gibson, because that's what makes me say, okay, man, listen, we gotta pump the brakes. Like this team is good we got here. Them dudes are 4th in the Eastern Conference, ladies and gentlemen. They ain't down at the bottom, they ain't in the play-in. The New York Knicks are 4th in the Eastern Conference, and pretty soon, I guarantee you, give me another month, they'd be second, they'd be 3rd and second. Watch. And wait till Mikal get back in his groove. Wait till Mitchell Robinson get back, Preston Chua get back. We're gonna sing a different tune in New York, ladies and gentlemen. I can mark my words on that one. This team was built to go deep. They wasn't built for no bullshit. They were built to go deep. And I'm expecting them to go deep. And then when them dudes get back, you won't see my man Cat only played 35 minutes at the center spot now. So if they popping when Mitchell Robinson get back in the Chua pop and the Knicks winning by 20 or 15, all them guys' minutes gonna be going down. But the offense is that explosive. I mean, so imagine when our defense catch up. Then we ain't gonna be talking about minutes. They ain't be talking about minutes. Like they gotta be like, well, why he ain't in the game? You don't need him. We up 20. So fucking I just
and that's the caveat to having that 10-man rotation that circle of trust, because now with the offense that we're given, if we can catch up with defense, now you'll see that Tyler Kolix and the Hakaportis and the Patiers come in with Sims and stuff like that. Then you'll see those rosters, especially when we get more or when we can achieve better with our defense. Once that defense start kicking in, when we could get from 23rd or I think 23rd or 24th or whatever, and could get into 13, 14, then you'll see a big difference. You know what I mean? And our offense will go up from 119 to 121. I said 117. They done blew that out the water already. You know what I mean? So
they scary, man. They actually at 117 now. They was at 119, but I think they're at 117 when you're talking about now. And like I said, that's without Mikal even getting it popping. You know what I mean? This is a good team here. I hope that they can sustain the injuries. And right now, that's what we're dealing with. Our biggest needs is what we heard at. Is the rebounding, the center position, and the power forward position. Our biggest need is what we heard at. You know what I mean? Because we got the guard. The guard's locked down. You know what I mean? Listen, Brunson, Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, Mikal, and so on and so on. But it's up top is what we're struggling at, because that's where our defense anchor is at, is that center and that power forward spot, which Sims doing a good job. He's doing the best he can. And after Sims, you don't have nobody who big like that, who can go in there.
Nobody. Precious. That's why Precious is vital.
Yep. So that's why you got to run Anunoby 40 minutes. I get we got them other dudes, but they not these dudes though. I'm no disrespect to Hakaporti, none of them. They are not none of them. You can't put Hakaporti there before you put Anunoby in there, because you won't win the game. Nah, you can't do that.
And don't forget, when these guys come back, it's gonna be
Sims is going to be the 13th man off the bench.
Sims is going to be at the end of the bench waving his towel, right?
He's going to be 12 man off the bench. Woo! He's going to be 12 man off the bench.
Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly where Sims is going to be. He's going to be 12 man off the bench.
Passing out his Reese's to everybody. Here, have one. You're doing great. The fact is, though, when they do come back, we're still going to see people like Hart and Bridges or Hart and OG be part of the rotation.
Facts.
Because it's going to be if Kolek doesn't get any enough burn, he's not going to be on that, right? He'll be the guy who comes in for the guy, right? So it's going to be probably Payne, Deuce, Bridges, or OG. Payne, Deuce, Bridges, OG, Precious. We're talking because Precious is before Mitch, right? Mitch is not coming back.
Yeah, maybe after Christmas.
We don't know when he's coming back. So I'm telling you, you're gonna see that. I've been watching OG play, playing very aggressive. He's getting more rebounds than he usually does. He's crashing the boards. He's got more dunks already this year than I think he had all of last year. And so I think it is what it is. But I still think we need a big man. That's for another time because the time's clicking. But I'm gonna just tell you, I still think we need a big man to come in and help in some sort of fashion. But right now, 11-8, we gotta be careful because that Missy kid and they have a couple kids and Murphy, they could definitely hit the boards. We gotta be careful.
Yeah, they lack. They lack.
Have another replay of Charlotte.
We're going to go around the board real quick. We're going to get up out of here because the game about to start. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, you see the thumbnail right there for tomorrow. We will do the first quarter season review. You see it right there. Along with the post-game recap, we're going to knock down the first quarter of the season review. So make sure I get it here tonight and just get everything I can get popping in here for tomorrow. So y'all look for the notification after the game now. I throw it out there. We should have a fun game tomorrow, 6:30. I think I'm gonna start. Me and Shaq gonna start the show. It's gonna be the recap of today's game. And we're gonna break down the first quarter of the season. We damn near broke it down now, but we're gonna really get into it. So I'm just looking forward to that. And another thing, man, I'm gonna stay on this energy vibe for the rest of the season. I love the energy, I love the passion, because I think that makes the fan base more engaged when we get a little bit of energy in here. I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but I want Knicks Real Talk to have some energy up in here. You know what I mean? Energy excites people. It excites the crowd. It excites all of us. So my passion is about positive passion. It ain't about dissing nobody. It ain't about disagreeing with nobody. It's about the energy I want this show to have. It's time for us to make this thing loud and bright and be real about this stuff, man, because this is what we do. It's Real Talk. Let's get it. Jay Cho, to give me a last word. I get to my brother Shah, and we get up out of here.
I really want to spit bars right now, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie.
I
was about to give you a nice clean 8, but I'll leave it for next game.
Okay.
Look, we make our pass crisp, set good blocks, set good screens. I'm saying, make sure you crash the boards, play smart basketball, Knicks basketball. Don't let being home overshine the fact that you are the New York Knicks and you are way better than this team right now, and their team is completely broken. I see this game being about 121. They have a good team, so I'm going to say 121, maybe 108.
I like that.
108.
I like that score. Go ahead, Shot Powers.
Control the pace, grab your rebounds, hit your free throws, shoot over 36% from 3-point land. I got the game 119-108. That's what was my number, 119-108. I think we're gonna at least hit 119. It may be a little bit more, but I think that it's gonna be more, surrounded. I think guys are gonna have more of the 14, 15-point numbers than 20, 22, 24, 25. So I'm going to go 119 to 108. Let's get it.
I'm pretty much right with these brothers is at right there, man. I think the Knicks come on their home court with that offense that we have that's scoring 117 already a game, with that roster, with them guys being like 29th in net rating on defense. I'm going to go out there 125. I think the defense come to play tonight. I think they decimated. They're not going to be able to sustain. They're not going to be able to keep up with our offense because of the energy. They don't have enough players. I'm going to go 125. I'm going to go to New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, to blow out 125 to 100. And you get to see the second unit tonight. So, but
damn you when you do that, damn it.
You know, me and Mama Nick shit, man. You know how we do. Yeah, but listen, salute to everybody in the chat for hanging there with all of these guys. Me and my
Cat got a New York haircut.
So let's go get it popping. Listen, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Make sure y'all tap in, lock in tomorrow. And before we leave, y'all already know what it is, man.
Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Nick's Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Hit that like and subscribe for Nick's Real Talk.
Yo, Nick's Real Talk, Divine, Jay Chosen in the chat. Everybody, y'all enjoy the game. We see y'all tomorrow around 6:30. Y'all enjoy it, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Nick's Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holler at you. One. Pull up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro at full throttle. Now we in the Mecca bottle, neck about a 30-second intersection. Look across the intersection where the bomb we see surround flexing. In the city, we post up that sticky note. You can smell the icky nail and hickory smoke. It's KRT folks, and we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Nick's not to open up a can of bath. The burner cooking with gas. Big cat alley digging through your tape track. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash to make a splash. But the fools moving too slow before the pregame show. So here was on tap with the starting 5-1, the entry point key mental and the slew of facts. Go salute to the fam in the chat. When the rack with your man, the brand in front of the camera is a picture. Caption snap back to the cap. We Nick dripping. Next Real Talk, you know we from the description. The OG, older than Ananobi, who colder than me and my man Brody. Showing Adobe on the low, we be on your fire team. That's Cody. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip.
You know how we get down.
It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping the Nick drip.